The Flow Sports Radio.
Matthew Shack and the Flow Sports Radio Show, episode 53. We're going to cut to the chase and get right down to business. Talk about the NBA. Last night, LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers regained the number one spot in the Eastern Conference with a 114-91 win over the Boston Celtics. It was a game that was turned into an ugly debacle after about two or three quarters. It seemed like the Celtics just didn't know what to do with LeBron James. LeBron James coming off a back-to-back. He wound it up with 36 points on 14 of 22 shooting. He was 1 of 4 from 3, 7 for 7 for the line. And him and Kyrie Irving, who he finished with 19, was pretty much a 1-2 punch to go ahead and handle that business against Isaiah Thomas and the Boston Celtics. It was just a matter of wills. And even though who I like to call Mighty Mouse, IT himself, Isaiah Thomas, he wound up finishing the game with 26 points. But he was 1 of 8 from 3, and he just was not hitting on that. And then nobody else really came to show up. Crowder had 13, Al Horford had 12, and just a little sprinkling of situations such as that. But at the end of the day, LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers showed their will. Even though LeBron after the game said it wasn't a statement game, it was a statement game, man. When you're up against your competitor and you're up against the team that is looking to dethrone you, or the team that everyone says has the best chance of dethroning you in their house, and you have a chance to go in there and disrespect and dismantle them in front of their home fans, you're going to do just that. And that's any team that's a competitive team or who has a competitive nature. That's what's going to happen with that. So that whole situation, it turned out to be advantageous for the Celtics. The Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on the Celtics situation, it just shows that they need to have a little bit more firepower. Now, I'm kind of second guessing whether or not they should have signed, went ahead and trade for Jimmy Butler from Chicago Bulls, or if they should have got Paul George from the Pacers, because it seemed like they needed another scorer to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, Cleveland Cavaliers take a 1-game lead over the Boston Celtics with that victory. In the Western Conference, the Golden State Warriors, they went ahead and handled their business last night for their 13th win in a row against the Phoenix Suns. Steph Curry goes for 42, and once again, it's the Steph and Klay Thompson show. Klay Thompson had 22 points. Draymond Green rested, and that's the situation. Steph Curry is Steph Curry again. Steph Curry has decided that, I'm going to go back to being me, and I'm not going to play second fiddle to anybody, which is what I've been saying on this show the past 20 episodes. Steph Curry needs to be Steph. Let Steph be Steph. So at the end of the day, I think that's what really needs to happen. But once again, Kevin Durant is getting closer and closer to his return, and that's going to be real interesting to see how KD gets put back into this situation. Hopefully Steve Kerr doesn't go away from what's working. For the third time in the past 3 years, the Golden State Warriors have secured the NBA's best record. And not even the Chicago Bulls did that in their heyday. So congratulations to Golden State for that. But we got to see what happens with KD. Like I said, you can go back and look at all these other episodes. I've said it many a time. KD might be the second best player in the league, even though right now Steph Curry has something to say about that. He might be the best player, second best player in the league, but he's very ball dominant, and it's going to be very interesting to see how he immerses himself into that role. If it was me, I would just tell KD, you got to get in where you fit in, homie. You can't come in here running the show. This ain't OKC over here. You know what I'm saying? This is a 2-time league MVP that is the leader of this team and a champion in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? And you are not a champion, so you need to get in and sit down and when your number's called, hit those big shots when the time comes. So that's what's going on with Golden State, but it's looking like it's going to be a collision course back for the third straight final, which is what we, most of us basketball fans, if not all of us basketball fans, want to see. And we're going to go from there, and we're going to see how that all plays out. But it looks like Cleveland is waking up, and Golden State is so so woken up that they must be drinking coffee and popping no-dos. So that's just the nature of the business with that. So we're going to go ahead and see how that all turns out. But until then, game on. Game on.
Stir Crazy Productions, baby.
Man, my grandmama gave me that chain.
What chain?
Yeah, what chain?